What is going on, internet? It's the Son of Ander, and welcome to episode 5 of Mastering the Crucible. Today we are going to be looking at the Skirmish game mode. We aren't going to be doing a general game style tip, but instead I'm going to be talking about how you can succeed at Skirmish. So before we get started, I just wanted to apologize for not bringing out an episode in a couple days or about a week. I don't really know how long it's been, but I actually set up a new computer desk in my room and it kind of threw off the whole gaming and recording center, so I have it all set back up now and I'm going to be making more videos for you guys. And no, I am not going to stop making general Crucible tips. I just wanted to do Skirmish because I got this gameplay and thought, you know what, I could really teach some people a few easy tips for Skirmish. But in the future I will be having general Crucible tips again, so don't worry, those will be there still, but I just wanted to make this Skirmish video. So Skirmish, if you don't know, is a 3-on-3 deathmatch, and you can respawn your teammates. You can bring them back to life within a certain amount of time. If you reach their dead body, you can respawn them. So it's pretty simple. It's a pretty simple concept. However, to win in Skirmish and to do well in Skirmish, it requires a lot of teamwork. The first tip I have for you guys, and this is the main tip and the main thing you want to think about when playing Skirmish, is to stick with your teammates. I know sometimes it's not that easy to do. Sometimes your teammates get away from you, and especially with Destiny's stupid ability to not talk to your teammates through your mics, it's pretty tough to do at times. I understand that, but just try to stay with your teammates as much as possible, and here's why. First of all, it's 3-on-3, so if you're with your teammates, most likely you're going to have a much better opportunity to survive, as you don't want to get put in like a 1-on-3 situation or anything like that. So staying with your teammates evens it out, and it also gives you the ability to respawn your teammates and get respawned. In Skirmish, it's very important to be respawning your teammates and to have your teammates respawn you, and if you're not near them, they don't have the chance to respawn you, and you don't have the chance to respawn them. This leads me into my second tip, which is respawn, respawn, respawn. And not from, don't wait until you get the auto respawn counter and you can respawn at a different part of the map. What I mean is to respawn your teammates, to have your teammates respawn you constantly throughout the match. I know when I first started Skirmish, this is something I didn't do, and then once I started doing it, I realized how much of an advantage it gave you over an enemy team if they weren't respawning as well. So let's put this in perspective. If you're in a 3-on-3 fight and 2 of your teammates go down, right? You're in a 1-on-2 situation. You can either A, choose to ignore respawning your teammates and try to fight the 1-on-2 and lose, or B, you can respawn your teammates, get back to even numbers, and since the enemies are probably going to be damaged at this point, and then your teammate is going to be coming to life with full health, you're most likely going to win this firefight. So respawning has a ton of advantages. It gives you the edge in every fight. I mean, I have really realized once I started respawning my teammates and once I had teammates who respawned me regularly, I realized how big an advantage you got over the enemies. It was insane. You can see me respawning in this video. You can see my teammates respawning me, and you can see how well we're doing in this match. And here is my third and final tip for Skirmish, guys. And this also has to do with respawning, but it has to do with when you die. So when you die in Skirmish, and let's say it brings you to the point where you can choose to respawn by pressing the square or whatever button it is on Xbox, X, whatever it is. So let's say it brings you to that point and you have the option to choose to respawn at a different spawn. In most other game modes, if not all other game modes, you're probably going to be mashing your respawn button to try to get alive as quickly as possible, just like everybody else does. But in Skirmish, you want to be patient here. You want to be patient. You want to wait and see if your teammates can get you up. If they can't get you up, fine. Mash that respawn button and respawn. If you were the last teammate alive, respawn, mash the button. But if there is any chance at all for them to get you up and to give your team the advantage in the fight, let it happen. I know when I first started Skirmish, I just mashed the respawn button constantly, and I would respawn on the other side of the map. It would be a 2-on-1 with a teammate who was trying to revive me. I would be of absolutely no help because I would be on the other side of the map, and we would end up losing that fight, and usually we ended up losing the matches. But now I'm patient, I wait, see what can happen. Generally my teammates will get me up and we'll finish off a fight, a 2v2 fight or a 2v1 or whatever it may be, and it's just so much more successful. So be patient, guys. Be patient with that respawn. You know, if your teammate has the chance to respawn you, most likely he's going to, unless he's a total dick and he's a bad teammate, then maybe he won't. But 99% of the time they will try to get you up if they can, and you just gotta be patient. If you respawn without giving them a chance, you're doing just that. You're not giving them the chance. You're not giving your team a chance to get the edge in the fight. So there's a few other little tips. I've already talked about them in my previous episodes of the Mastering the Crucible series. If you haven't checked out those videos, go ahead and check those out because they are some pretty good tips that I think everybody should know about the Crucible. But you want to use heavy weapons, you want to play defensively, you want to use snipers and everything. Do what you do to play well, but at the same time, help your teammate. I mean, Skirmish is a very team-oriented game. You can't really do it on your own because it's generally going to be a 3-on-1 if you try to do that, and it's just not going to work. But thanks for watching this video, guys. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. This is the Son of Ander, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good day. Peace.